town square, the people have a voice too.
I think it's awful. I don't think you need him. I think it's awful. I don't need him in town.
And I'm like, dude, just get the fuck out of here. So he fucking spins, the dog goes just flying off his car. He's freaking out because, you know, the fucking dog's claws are scratching the fucking car. We back up and we take off. The fucking dog's actually running down the road after us. And we're like, holy fuck, what the fuck is with this dog? You know what I'm saying? It was dead before, now it's fucking chasing the shit out of us. My friend Big Chris, who was in the first story with me, okay, the first story of, in Generation Iron 2, I talked about a pig farmer. He calls me up one day and he tells me, bro, you want to make some money? We'll make about, you know, like, I don't know how much I made. This is early 90s stuff, not. It was about $500. I don't remember at the time, but back then I would have done anything. So I go with him and we go to this guy Mario's. Mario is he's a wise guy, all right? And Chris used to collect for him, you know, a lot of betting and shit, gambling stuff, but that's neither here nor there. So anyway, he's gonna pay me $500. We're gonna go we're gonna go break into his brother's house, okay? And we gotta get this necklace. It's actually a choker. It's a family heirloom that was his brother got when his mother died, and Mario was pissed off about it, okay? He was very mad because he wanted the family heirloom. Okay, he felt like it was his, and his brother's just gonna fucking, you know, fuck with it. Okay, so he gave us the access code, and he told us that there's a giant dog that was the family's dog. Okay, his name is Sampson. He said the thing's like 20 years old. He can't see. He's blind. He's a giant bull mastiff. Just ignore him. He's not gonna do fucking anything. So we get out in the car, and his kid Mikey is in the car with us now, and Mikey is this guy's, Mario's boy. And in the car, Mikey's doing a little bit of cocaine, and my friend Chris is getting pissed because it's his Cadillac. He drives a big Cadillac, and he's just like, hey, fucking guy, bro. He's, you know, and he's telling him, hey, just stop that shit in my Cadillac. Ah, fuck, and he's freaking out, you know, because Chris is a Guinea, you know, another Italian. I can say that because I'm Italian. All right, but you know, he's from Bensonhurst, typical Italian from Bensonhurst, and so you know, this guy Mikey's doing the coke and he's laughing and saying like ridiculous shit. And anyway, when we finally get up to the house, there's a big fence and it's about 2 acres of green like grass, and then you see the house in the background. So we had to park the car outside the fence and we have to climb over the fence. We already knew that because there's a gate and it's locked, you know. So we climb over the fence, and as we're walking across the grassy knoll, we see this fucking giant dog. And we're like, oh shit, that's that guy Sampson, that's the dog Sampson. So we're like, oh, hey, Sampson! And he just looks at us, he's like, you know, and he's like a dead fucking, you know, he's like a big pile of dead flesh. But the thing is fucking huge. And we're yelling to him and, you know, making jokes and stuff like that. He just let us walk right by. We go pop in the access codes, and we go in the house, and the first thing you see is this giant portrait of this really beautiful blonde woman and her husband. And that's Eugene and his wife. We start parting our ways, and I go downstairs and they go upstairs. And we're looking for this family heirloom so we can bring it back to Mario. And about 5 to 10 minutes in, I hear my friend Chris screaming upstairs, and you know, motherfucker, what are you doing? You know, like, you know, the real Guinea Italian shit, you know? I run upstairs to see what Chris is yelling at, and Mikey he's in the wife's closet. And the wife had this huge closet, all right? With all kinds of, like, crazy clothing and you know, dresses and sequence dresses and crazy, like, you know, gaudy clothes and shit, and all, like, tons of high heels and everything. And we go up there, and the guy Mikey is sniffing coke, and he's like kind of rubbing his dick a little bit, and he's like sniffing her shoes first. And Chris is like, what the fuck are you doing? Bro, and they're arguing, you know? And Mikey's like, dude, look at this shit, look at this, she's fucking hot, look at it. And there's pictures of her, you know, up there, you know, and some of them are, you know, she's all in bikinis and shit. And my friend Chris is like, dude, we're looking for the fucking, you know, necklace. Get the fuck up and do your fucking job, or I'm calling Mario. And, you know, I'm like, Chris, you know, I'm trying to play the middleman. So I'm like, Chris, calm down, relax, you know. So he tells Mikey, that's it, you're out of here. Go in the next room, I'll look in this room. So Mikey goes in the next room, I go back downstairs. Now I'm in the den, we're looking around. We're having trouble. We can't find nothing, man. You know, the house was immaculate. It's so big, you can't find nothing. I'm actually even going to the garage, and I'm looking in the garage, and I'm ripping shit out. Can't find nothing. Chris comes down, and he gets on a fucking phone, and he calls the guy Mario, and he's like, dude, I don't know. We can't find this necklace. I don't know where your mother's necklace is, bro. And he's like, keep looking, you know? So as Chris goes back upstairs, I hear him screaming again. I run back upstairs, and it's the guy Mikey. Now the guy Mikey's got a pair of panties. He's back in the room, and he's got a pair of panties, and he's masturbating. He's actually masturbating with her panties in his hand, kind of like this. He's smelling them, and he's going, oh, Christ, she's hot, bro. You know, and he's jerking off, you know? Was Conor McGregor here? It's red panty night. Anyway, so he's sniffing the panties, and he's jerking off. And my friend Chris is like, oh, Jesus Christ. And, you know, his dick is out, you know? So Chris freaks out. He throws him out of there. Get the fuck out of here, freaking out. I said, I'm calling Mario. We gotta get him out of here. We'll have to come back. He's telling me. I said, no. Relax, Chris. We can do this. Anyway, so my boy Chris he's pissed off, and he's looking in the closet now, and there's, you know, all kinds of shit and clothes and little dresser drawers and shit. And he opens up one, and he looks, and he sees all this like balls and gags and butt plugs and whatever the fuck, all kinds of shit. And in there's like a little, almost like a jewelry box, and it's a little box, and he opens it up. And it's the choker. I know I've been calling a necklace choker. Give me a break, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, he goes, fucking A, I got it. Let's go. Come on. So he calls up Mario, he tells him, I got it, we're coming back. We all go, we're outside, we're on the lawn, we're walking towards the thing. And now we're getting towards where the fence is, and the car's on the other side of the fence. And all of a sudden, we hear thud, 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 thud. We turn and we look, and like a fucking lion on a prairie, this fucking dog Sampson is now coming after us. And we're like, holy fuck. And now, listen, guys, this is an Italian bull mastiff. Do you know how fucking big Italian bull mastiffs get? They're huge. It's like a fucking lion. And this fucking thing is coming at us. And I'm like, oh fuck. I jump over the fence. My friend Chris is 500 pounds. Bro, you never saw 500 pounds move so fast in your life. He jumps over the fence, and as Mikey's coming, the dog jumps and grabs Mike as he's going over the fence and pulls him back. And the dog is on top of Mike and starts literally clawing and ripping him apart. And as he does, there's shit coming out of Mike's pockets and pants. And there's panties and lingerie like this coming out of his fucking pants. The motherfucker, you know, there was, you know, butt plug, everything. He stole a lot of shit from her. Dude, there's like fucking jewels and everything in that house. And that motherfucker, of all that shit, bro, of all that shit, this is what he wanted. Mikey's on the ground, he's screaming and he's bleeding and everything. And he kicks the dog in the face, grabs onto the fucking fence and flips over and hops over it. He jumps in the car, all of a sudden, fucking Cujo there jumps over the fence, boom. And now it's like on top of the fucking my friend's car. And my friend, he's like a fucking, you know, he's a Guido from Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, right? And he's like, oh, the fucking dog's on my fucking Cadillac, you know? And I'm like, dude, just get the fuck out of here. So he fucking spins, the dog goes just flying off his car. He's freaking out because, you know, the fucking dog's claws are scratching the fucking car. We back up and we take off. The fucking dog's actually running down the road after us. And we're like, holy fuck, what the fuck is with this dog? You know what I'm saying? It was dead before, now it's fucking chasing the shit out of us. The kid Mikey sits in the back and he's like, I gotta get a pair of panties here. He sits in the back, and he's like, ha ha, look, he didn't get everything. He goes, and it was panties, right? So he goes, these are panties. Well, that's not a panty. Anyway, so he's like, aha, he didn't get everything. I still got a pair of panties. And he's sniffing him. And my boy Chris is like, dude, I'm going to fucking get the fuck in there. He's like swinging his buffalo arm back at him and shit like that. You know, and the kid's like sniffing poppers and all kinds of shit. Anyway, Chris tells Mario, he's like, hey, Mario, this fucking guy, your boy fucking Mikey here, he goes, dude, he's in there, he's sniffing your brother's wife's panties and shit. He fucking got a pair of panties in there, and Mikey's like, yo, look, you know? And he goes, he's masturbating in her shoes. Bro, I don't want to do anything to do. I'm not doing nothing with this guy, never again. You know, I'm just sitting there laughing, because to me, that's just funny, you know? So anyway, he goes, and Mario's like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? My brother's wife's panties. What are you talking about? And he goes, your brother's wife's panties. You know, the big portrait. He's beautiful, blonde. She's gorgeous. And he goes, my brother's not married. And I go, well, who's the blonde in the picture? He goes, and he looks at Mikey, and he goes, he goes, dude, he goes, my brother right now. My brother's in Italy right now. You know what he's doing in Italy? He's a drag performer. He's performing right now in Italy. Those panties you saw are his panties. He goes, that portrait is him in drag and him as a guy. He does that shit all the time. He's been doing it since we were kids. He goes, those panties you're sniffing, those are all my brother. And a fucking guy like Mike, he's like, what? And we all turn and we look at Mike. Dude, I'm on the ground laughing. Big Chris is like, ah, 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 ah. All along, see, his brother and him were estranged because his brother does drag shows and everything like that. That's not why they're estranged, but his brother was, that's why his brother wasn't home, because his brother is a fucking transvestite, a female impersonator, and that's what Mikey was sniffing the whole fucking time. So now Mikey's like, oh God, oh shit, and we're laughing. Story doesn't end. Fucking couple days later, the guy Mario said, hey, you're not gonna believe this shit, but my brother came home. He's freaking out because he knows that I had you guys fucking break in the house. He knows it's somebody from me. He's telling me his house was a wreck, half his lingerie and shit's gone, and he said his dog is dead. He died of a fucking heart attack. You know why? Because that was his dog from when he was a little boy. And obviously, fucking, the dog's name was Sampson, but we call him Cujo because the fucking thing was like a monster. But obviously, the dog smelled his master on on Mikey. When he was running, he could smell the clothes. So he knew his last act in life, his little bit of energy he had that night, when he got up and he went after all of us, was because he died. Because his fucking saving his master or mistress, however you want to call him. So what the moral to that story is, if you're out sniffing panties, man, you better know where they come from.